Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome back to Rome Total War, where we have to defend ourselves, having begun the civil war against the other Roman families. The first strike back has indeed occurred. The Scipiones are going to try and take this bridge. Behind us, in the distance, is... Can we even see it from here? Do we have sight of it? It might be a bit too far away. Carthage is somewhere round there. Carthage, very valuable to us. All our best troops are holed up in there as we finish up the most ridiculous, epic stone walls imaginable. But a superior Scipiones force, really nice, strong, heavy infantry, is trying to push its way over this bridge. And we have not got much here aside from light infantry to attack them with. So, we need to put up one hell of a defense here. And it is not potentially going to be easy. Right. Let's put the legionaries right up front. The legionaries, of course, have to be the front line because they're the only things that can really stand up one-on-one to what the Scipiones are going to be using to try and cross the bridge. Now, I have a little bit of archer support, but not much. I do, however, have a huge amount of skirmishers that I've bought as mercenaries. If I just keep those guys over here and basically just pepper the bridge like crazy, that might be enough indirect fire to cause a couple of breaks. Other than that, it's just a huge amount of Astartes. Now, hang on, what are you? You are the... Ah, yes, we've got the mercenary peltas. Not even bloody Illyrians. Not even that bloody good. It's okay. We've got even more peltas, and then we've just got a big pile of Astarte. So, obviously, we can have Astarte backing up here and forming a secondary line. But this right here, this is going to be a little bit on the tricky side. Right, let's see what they plan to do next. So, start the battle. Let's just move forward here. Obviously, we want to have our typical kind of positioning about here-ish and here-ish. Then Astarte forming a defensive perimeter around them. Okay, I was going to draw them up really deep here, but I can't help but notice they don't actually seem to have the range to do this. They're struggling a little bit, probably because, yeah, you need to have the ones that are, like, at the back closer. Okay, I've just stacked them. The game doesn't like you doing that so much, but it will accept it. Fine. So now, there's going to be a hell of a lot of javelin fire on whatever reaches this point in the bridge first. The archers are ready to go behind, the legionaries will make up the front line, and the Astarte are ready to move in reserve. But what exactly the Scipiones have? I think they had... Didn't they have some archer auxilia? Which means they can actually flipping outrange me, embarrassingly. Auxilia... Yeah, there's some archer auxilia. They can just basically take pot shots at me. There's nothing I can do to return the fire, but... They won't actually be clever enough to like use up all their arrows trying to pick apart my really lightly armoured skirmishers before they actually march across the bridge. They will just march across whenever they're ready. So they're drawing up into a marching column right now. Then they'll start moving. This is unquestionably, yeah, especially with so much heavy infantry, this is a superior force to mine. Actually, very pleasing, it looks like the archer auxiliary have moved right to the front of the bridge, potentially into range of my archers, because this is not a long bridge. This is a very, very short bridge, a very, very small river, all things considered. So my archers can actually pick apart their archer auxilia. And I'm not sure they actually start... Ooh, they're being torn apart very quickly. Oh, yeah, they're going down. They're going down nice and fast. They're starting to fire now. They're starting to fire now. That's fine. But, yeah, it's the early legionary cohorts. The moment the early legionary cohorts start making touch with us, now in come all the javelins in the world. And as soon as they start coming in, that is going to be what causes the trouble. This is where we need to start the break. Just enough firepower here on all of these guys. That will cause... Oh, yes. That's starting to do some good... Oh, it's not enough, really, is it? It's not that much. Oh, yeah, there we go. Some better stuff happening. Oh, yes, one break has already occurred. Okay, one break has already occurred. In comes more flipping... Oh, that's more like it. The flipping Astarte getting involved now. You guys... Get a little bit further forward, please, because you can toss in your peeler as well, thinking about it. Yep, in we come, in we come, in we come. Oh! Oh, javelin shall blot out the sun. Marvellous. Right, possibly one big charge. In you go. Just stop there, stop there. Stop there and toss in the peeler, please. You're ready to do that, right? Yep. Come on. Guys. Guys, you're ready to toss in the peeler. There you go. One of you is at least. And... in comes one set of peeler. The game is actually suffering slowdown right now because there's too many projectiles being thrown at once. Marvellous. You guys are... You're holding your line at least for the minute. And they're all shaken. 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 Just put some... Yeah, put some fire over here. Put some fire arrows over here, in fact. And now... I'm just going to send in the cavalry. If I can just trigger the mass rout with a big old cavalry charge right now, I will take it. So let's send some cavalry into the side and see what we can do here. And just hit them. Where's their leader? Their leader is Steady. No, that wasn't a good charge at all. It just did not work. Right, fire arrows coming in. Frame rate is just collapsing over there. We need to... we haven't done enough to trigger a rout. And my legionaries can only stand up so long. Right, guys, you just need to go in. Just head in there and hit him in the side, alright? I didn't really mean by the direct route, but whatever. You know what? You guys just go over here, surround their leader, cut off their leader, finish him off. These are light infantry taking on heavy infantry at this point, but oh, there's one. There's one. There's a second. Right, this might be the right time. This might be the time for the horses to get involved. Go, go, and the flame arrows are doing their job nicely as well. Go, 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 go. You guys just keep focusing on this guy. Probably at this point, the other legionaries need to just charge in, finish off the early legionary cohort. He's reloading, but he's surrounded by people who are breaking. He's not going to like this. Forward, in you go, in you go, in you go. All my skirmishers are, of course, out of ammo at this point. They're no longer useful at all. But if we can just trigger one more unit. Those guys are flipping steady. Focus your fire over here. I don't want the horses to be at the front. They're just falling into the water. Get back, get back, get back. Okay. That wasn't quite as good a rout as I was hoping for. Like, a few units have gone, but it's not enough to trigger a mass. And the auxiliary are actually holding on very, very nicely. Oh, is that the leader dead? If the leader's dead, that might be the right moment. Just wait to see if this is in fact the right moment to push forward. Shaken. More flipping peeler coming in, but we're kind of out of... This is just slow and grinding, isn't it? Right. Get you out of there, sir. Thank you. And they're actually running out of steam pretty fast, I think. This might be the moment. Yep. Head over there. And that should be your lot. That should be your lot now. Surely they're collapsing at this point. Yeah, that's it. No, no. Continue the battle. Our horses are riding these bastards down. Over the bridge. Good. We took a lot of Hastati casualties, but the job is done. Well done, lads. We've held. But we can't take too many more losses like that. But then this is only the bridge force. This isn't our proper force at all. And we didn't take much damage to... Yeah, our legionaries did a good job, actually. I'm pretty happy with this. There we go. My horses have successfully crossed the river. And now we just cut down some fleeing Romans. Nice. That's our first actual proper battle out in the field, isn't it? Up to now it's just been city fights. But... we've managed to take our first victory out in the field too. Bridge battles. This is how we're going to wear down so many Romans fast enough to win this. Now, archer... oh yeah, definitely take out the archer auxiliary. Prioritise taking them down. I don't want them showing up again later, please. Right, just a handful left. I think that'll do for now. Let's end this off here. How do we do there?
The gods have favoured you! The enemy are destroyed!
Heroic victory! Nice, we might even get a famous battle marker for that. It does seem odd to kind of, you know, say that the guys who actually had 1,000 more men on the field won the heroic victory by managing to win, but yeah, my lads were crappy, untested young Hastati. Anyone else fancy? No. Okay, looks like the Senatus Populusque Romani have just fled back to Rome rather than try and actually help out the Julii. Unsurprising, really. But, ooh, the Scipiones have decided to... You know what? Fine, you keep bringing home useless men, why not? Now, what have we got here? Oh, loads of cities have just expanded simultaneously by coincidence. Well, that's fine. Let's just grow all of them then. Ah, I know exactly why it is. It's all these 3 cities in a big circle in Asia Minor, because I actually artificially grew them at roughly the same rate. So, yeah, they all happen to hit level 4 at the same time as well. So, faction announcements. Anything major? No, doesn't look like it all pretty... Oh, no, it is. No, it is. It is. It's flipping... Wait, the Aristophanes? Are you 100% sure... No, good. Aristophanes of Alexandria, good. I was about to say, oh, the Aristophanes in 227 BC. Hang on a minute here. No, different Aristophanes, in fact. Right, Titus the Wrathful has just picked up Aristophanes. Lovely. Julianus Vatinius continues his trip home with his army that is good, if not exactly spectacular. The new kid, where's the new kid got himself to? There he is. Marcellus Brutus heading over here to a port to actually head over and pick up one of the new Greek armies. Now, first things first, situation on the sea here. No, actually, first things first, focus on what the state of the Senate is. We've got ourselves some armies here. Do we have a spy anywhere nearby? I wouldn't mind sending a spy. Did we just... Yeah, I just trained one over there. Oh, good, we can get inside the city as well. Marvellous. So, Rome. We've got... Ooh, Colosseum. Nice. And Imperial Palace, understandably. Army barracks, siege engineer, full-on curia, all that good stuff. And Publius the Handsome. I'm telling you, thanks to Julianus Vatinius, bold men are now considered handsome. Yep, godlike perfection, in fact. Boldness is now godlike perfection, and it was totally Julianus Vatinius that started that trend. But as you can see, there's a lot of Triarii and Hastatium whatever here, so yeah. These guys have presumably been here since the beginning of the game, because there's no other way that actually the Senate would have got up to 3 experience. There's no other way they could do it. Any troops they've actually trained, like these guys, have only just got the blacksmith rather than the armourer. So as a result, yeah, they don't have any experience at all. So these must literally have been the guys that the Senate started off with. And we've got the spy nearby, so we can keep an eye on this too. So, Samnite gladiators, handful of troops. Not much in the way of indirect fire, excluding, of course, the siege machinery. But for Roman archers, no archer auxilia. Not so bad at all. And this over here, that's just backups. Fine. Nothing too bad at all there. And amazingly, over in Capua, the flipping Scipiones never actually built a shipwright. Or paved roads. They could have got up the trade income so much like that, they just decided they couldn't be bothered. And as expected, though indeed there is a very large army of the Scipiones right here in Sicily, can't get anywhere because there's no ships nearby to take it anywhere. Beautiful. Plenty more coming in yet, though. We'll be able to hold out here for the time being, at least until the Epic Stone Wall is done, but this force can only last so long. Yep, the war against Numidia is just being continued. Doesn't matter. Under all circumstances, this war is just going to be continued. The Julii, meanwhile, it looks like, yeah, the armies that were in Spain are just pouring back in this direction, presumably, because they're pretty interested in retaking this whole area. Now, there's a whole bunch of armies here. And what do I need to do? Oh, yes, of course. I was going from Mars up there. That's fine. So Mars up there. Rimnan, what do you need to do? You need paved roads. And again, no shipwright. Bloody useless. Bloody useless. I'm helping out so much by taking over this whole area. Right. I need to leave at least one decent-sized army down here in Arretium in case the Senate decide to counterattack. It's unlikely, in my experience, they just don't do that. But, just in case, we should make sure. We also need, yeah, new spy, who I just trained, I think just for this purpose. Send a spy over here. So now we can see what's going on here. That's the damaged auxilia. You are pretty damn old school. You are basically generals together with... Yeah, that's a really weird army. Fine. Probably what we need to do is pretty much just get this army out of here and just start it marching in this direction. Because the faster we can get over and secure this bridge, the better. So this army just needs to pretty much, unless there's any reinforcements that are useful... No, doesn't look like it. I'd say you're probably pretty much full. You're as close to full strength as you need to be. Come over here, actually. Rather than working around him, you just head over here and chase off that guy. Nice. Now you can come and attack this guy, and then that'll draw these guys into the fight, won't it? Yeah. That's just a small army. That should be easy enough to take care of. Oh, but hang on. You can leave behind the onager. You can leave behind the onager. If you leave behind the onager, that means you can move a lot further. Anything you could do with in terms of replacing what I've just taken out of your army? Honestly, not much. Maybe a tiny bit more cavalry. Right. Through to here. Lovely. Now, let's withdraw from that battle for a second. Send over one unit of cavalry. Nice. Now, let's finish off these bastards, because they're stupid enough to actually take me on. So, Captain Publius, yes, indeed, we know about him. And Captain Gnaeus is... nothing. There's two... Oh, there's one legionary and two... Oh, and there's one praetorian in there as well. Okay, fine. You know what? We basically just need to encircle those guys. That's no problem at all, really. Right. First things first, let's just take out this crappy little unit here. These poor auxilia. Obviously, their morale will just collapse because they're so outnumbered. As a result, they'll just give up almost immediately. Right, quick cavalry charge has cleared them out. But now, the reinforcement army appears to be just holding still, which is unusual. Fine, I'll just approach them and start peppering them with fire, see if I'll wake them up. Alright, that should be close enough to... Wait, what? That should be close enough to... Oh, sorry, I didn't have any of you on fire at will. My mistake, I thought you were already at fire at will there. Okay, never mind. Right, all of you, just be... Hold your positions, please. And all of you, stop and then fire at will. Go on then, you just start peppering these guys, see if we wake them up a little bit. So that is... Oh, that's just Hastati. Oh, I feel sorry for Hastati. That's a little bit... Ooh. I feel particularly sorry for them when that happens. You know what? Save the archer strength. We need to go for the tougher stuff. There we go. We've just got slightly the high ground there, and we can do a lot of good damage to the legionary cohorts, who are the most dangerous ones. Now, somewhere in here, there's, yep, Praetorians, but that is fine. I think we're doing a good job to everyone right now. Focus your fire over here into the Praetorians, in fact. There we go. We'll just start weakening them. If the Praetorians and the legionary are both a little bit weak, then we should just be able to swoop in and take out the remainder. But why haven't you guys come forward? I'm genuinely not sure. Generally, reinforcing armies are pretty on the aggressive side, but if you don't want to be, that's fine. I will just pepper you with fire. No need to head in while I've still got arrows in the quiver. Right, I think that's the arrows all used up. There's just a handful of stuff actually left, so go on then. Let's just redraw up our battle line. Oh, and they've finally decided they can be bothered to wake up, have they? Alright, well that's okay. Oh, maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Ah! No, it's the spearmen trying to get at my horses. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm just gonna, you know, run away from you because I can. Right, so next up we've got some lovely peeler coming in. That's right. Not going to work out too well for you. They've decided they realise they actually, on foot, can't actually catch up with cavalry. Sure, you can intercept cavalry, but good luck actually catching the damn thing. In comes the early legionary cohort being torn apart. Now they just don't really know what they want to do. Hastati coming in. Yeah, sure, release the hounds. Feed the hounds to the Hastati. There you go, just release them. There we are, they've been released. They'll break almost immediately. You guys, you just back off for a second, please. And now we can probably, in a second, go for... Yep, hounds have just gone through them. Problem is, unfortunately, the hounds chase people off the field. They won't redirect their target when the person they want to take down leaves the field. They just actually chase them off the field. So that's why hounds are actually much more useful in city sieges than an open field. Because in the city siege, of course, enemies retreat to the plaza. So the hounds will stay useful until they're all dead. Whereas in normal battles, hounds just very often just run straight off the side of the battlefield, chasing the first unit they happen to like the look of, which is unfortunate. Now, the Julii have now ended up in a rather odd shape, but okay, let's just charge forward, why don't we? Right, heavy infantry heading in, cavalry moving in for the flank. This should be an utter annihilation here. Right, forward, and just prepare to swing in at the side. These guys are... Ooh, these guys happen to be pretty much, yeah, somehow they go... Ooh, Auxilia, hiding in the forest. Oh, you sneaky bastards. I almost ran my flipping horses straight into Auxilia. You know what? Just quickly... Those are spearmen. Oh, gosh darn it. Well, you know what? We might be able to make them break anyway. Boom, 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 boom. No, we can't. Would you believe? Spearmen are actually very good at taking cavalry charges. Right, you guys, head over here and support these lads. These are so weird. They're just kind of holding... weirdly perfectly still. Right, you guys, in here. And now into the side of here, please. Get some more infantry around the side. Get some more cavalry in position to flank in a second. And if we can just get the cavalry around the rear, even if these are actually spearmen. Yep, the leader is fleeing. He'll die in a second. Wavering. Yep, charge him. This is the moment. As soon as their leader's dead... You guys coming in, they're just going to be charged from every side. That is surely, yeah, wavering. Come on, break. Break, you bastards. Wavering, yeah, one unit's already broken. In comes more charging, and done. Right, may as well murder these guys to the last man just to make sure. And a very large number of Julii have just died. Good. We've taken some light knocks, but nothing too serious here. Nothing that's going to stop us basically pushing forward and going straight on into the next fight. Oh, yes, Roman cavalry doing some beautiful jobs, wrapping up that. Nice. A few of those got away, because the battle took place so close to the edge of the map. That was really weird. Don't know why the Julii acted like that. Yep, clear victory indeed. We've still got 2,600 men. Very good. And that pushes you forward. And we can head straight over to you, though I suspect you are... Ooh, yes, you've got the siege equipment. Are you even willing to fight? No, you're not. Fine. We've already almost pushed them back to the bridge, but not quite yet. Right, let's see if we can do any repairs on the fly. Right, merge, merge, and merge. And you should probably just be... I don't want to break him up, that's the thing. I should have moved them out of the army before I got this close. Never mind. Though actually it doesn't matter, because if I just actually send one unit over here... Oh, no, I can't, because he's out of movement point, so I can't actually move him back out again. Fine, that's okay. We've got the reinforcement army right here, close by, so that's okay, though. You can make it into here, right? Yeah. Yeah, you need to go and squat in Mediolanium for a second, because... Wait, what am I retraining you? Is it, Armourer. Okay, yeah, it's just armourer around here. Fine. May as well get these guys in some better quality armour. Oh, and +1 to bows. Now, over here in Arimina, most of this force can totally just leave the city right now. It's not really required here and might be better suited over here dealing with... Oh. Are the British about to counterattack? Oh, I really hope they're not. If they do, we should just be able to murder them with... Oh. You know what, I'm just going to train some extra archers here, just in case the British get stupid ideas. I mean, there are actually here, yeah, huge stone walls, soon to be epic stone walls. They shouldn't be able to do anything to us, but just in case, let's get anything that's in any way useful out of this city. So, yeah, the gladiators, the new modern cavalry, and we'll have that moving in this direction. There's a small force here, together with a whole bunch of triarii. Big force here, just to make sure Rome doesn't get stupid ideas. And this force down here is pretty much trash, but it can just stay there. That's 100% fine. Now, over to the sea, because it is very important that none of these boats ever make it back to Sicily. Now, I've got some big fleets coming up here, which is lovely. Yeah, you're all making your way around. Ah, yes, of course, don't forget to deal with the Julii fleet. Come on, sink, you bastard. And yep, that's gone down. Nice. You notice, by the way, that our income has just exploded because, yeah, we kind of went into a deficit because we were buying so many troops. Now we've actually taken over all these cities here, many of which have pretty decent incomes. Even though I've destroyed them, even so, they're generating, like, you know, 500 off harvest, 800 off taxes, 250 off trade, and will be more once I actually get trade re-established properly. Ooh, I should take care of you, you stupid bastard. Get out of there. Actually, you know what? I bet that's Roman army. How much did yours? 80,000 denarii! Oh, go on then. I really hope whatever this is it worth 80,000 denarii? That was not worth 80,000 denarii. I just paid 80,000 denarii, 80% of pretty much my entire treasury, to get those guys in my army. Totally worth it. You were damaged and actually had troops on board, though, weren't you? Yeah. Focus on you. Come on, sink. Sink, 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 sink. Gosh darn it. Boo! Right. They're still there. Go up here. Try and knock out this ship and see if we can just stop them doing that. Now you, come on. Sink. You have 12. Down you go. Boom. Whatever was in that ship, it's not going to cause any trouble for me now. You go over here. Block these guys. You come up here. Just start taking out these guys. 45 men. Clear victory. And can't quite get to you, unfortunately. I'm going to send one of these triremes up here, just to make sure you don't get any stupid ideas about trying to make it back to Sicily. This army stays bottled up here. These armies are now just piling up north, and sooner or later one of them will... Oh yeah, that's right, I should probably get this guy out of here. Let's get this guy over here. You know what? You're going to be safe. Just ride around the desert. It's all going to be fine. Looks to me like I've kind of upset these Scipiones. What are these guys doing? Ooh, these guys haven't invaded. Not, like, too overtly anyway. Well, that all does actually work for me. If these guys want to actually attack in this direction, by the time they get here, I'll be ready for them. But if they don't, they just want to hang out in the desert, that's fine too. Oh, I forgot to mention, by the way, the Senate screen updates when you actually begin the Civil War. It is actually still there. So, the Senate policy towards the House of the Brutii is now, the Senate is firmly convinced these people are enemies of Rome. Any policy towards these people should involve the sword, not the olive branch. To treat with them is to invite disaster to the Republic and the disapproval of the Senate in equal measure. Peace is not a suitable method of dealing with these people. These once noble Romans have rejected virtue, honour and dignity. They are a perversion dwelling in our lands. They cannot be allowed to study the hearts and minds of true Romans. They must be utterly eliminated. All record of them must be destroyed. Once gone, their very names must be damned forever. Right, well, that's quite harsh. Parthia, however, let us ally with these noble people. And on the Senate floor, of course, my popularity with the Senate immediately drops down to 1. The Senate sees you as less worthy than the rats that live in the Great Sewer. Instead, they fear your popularity with the mob and what you might do. You are the greatest threat to the Republic and Roman freedoms, but the people absolutely love me. One thing I will do, however, is at Arretium, I will send, yeah, the onager over here to join up with this scrappy army, because the two of you together should hopefully... Can you get there next turn? Yeah, you should be able to get the next turn by joining it with the onager, so that's fine. So next turn, we can take Segesta pretty easily just by sending the scrappy force together with the onager. And then that will be North Italy cleared out for me. Now, is anything else that he's doing in the rest of the Empire aside from just general building projects? I think everything looks pretty well under control at the minute. Yep, no major trouble, and so far, No movement on the Parthia question. Parthia being, well, not quite destroyed, because they do still have this up here, assuming no one else is. No one's taken that off them yet, at least. Also, I should send my diplomats, who are generally, well, he's not great, he's tactless. Apparently not a good trait for a diplomat. I should send my diplomats over to Britain. We really, really should try and make peace with them, because we're going to share some borders with them. It looks like, in fact, they might be pulling over here, which I'm fine with. If they want to come over here and kill Dacia once and for all, and be more of a kind of a barrier between me and Scythia, I'm actually perfectly okay with that. I'd rather focus on the Romans for the time being. So I'd like to make peace with Britain if I can, and then just have as few borders as possible, or rather borders with the fewest number of different factions as possible. Britain, Scythia, Armenia, if I can just have peace with all of them while I wage war against Rome, well, I think that could work for me. Okay, that's good enough now. Things slowing down a little bit, but yeah, I am still curious what the Judah are going to do, and I just need to secure that bridge. Secure the bridge, draw up our best army on it, and then we should be in good shape. And, ooh, the Julii are flipping counter-attacking us. Wait, how on earth are they? Ah, really experienced ships. Fine. We just got slaughtered by a Julii fleet. That's no good. We need to flipping get rid of those guys. And the Julii are not letting up on Spain either. They want to wage all these wars simultaneously. Now, I just made 50,000 gold in the last turn. Blimey, yes, I will take that very, very nicely indeed. Now, Senate officers assigned. I'm guessing the noble senators of Rome, citing their wisdom, your faction does not deserve the honour of holding any of the Republic's offices at this time. Well, you know what? I'm going to make them pay for that. Yeah, they've just decided their own guys, including guys they've clearly just kind of bought or picked out of nowhere, are just going to have them fine. I'm not quite sure why the Senate's decided not to actually give any whatsoever to the Julii or the Scipii, but whatever. They've just decided that no one apart from them deserves them. In fact, I think they've actually, because they refuse to give any to anyone other than themselves, they've actually just had to invent 3 generals out of nothing for the sake of giving them the senatorial officers. That's really weird. Right, so, diplomat over to Britain. I would like to offer you a ceasefire, please. And no, not interested. Fine. I did actually attack one of their cities, even though I didn't actually take it. And it looks to me like, well, ooh, this is interesting. This guy's moving in a direction that might indicate he's moving down here towards a quincum. I mean, if he wants to, Spurus the Ugly is a damn good leader. I don't think that's going to work for him at all, but if he wants to try, he's welcome to. Anything good on the faction announcements there? Ooh! Marcellus Brutus. I'm assuming that is the Marcellus Brutus who is living in Athens right now. Yep, he is picking up some good quality people. He could be a very good little manager. And apparently he married a very good woman. Oh my goodness, and it's happened. Julianus Vatinius has a son. Gnaeus Vatinius. I cannot even imagine how powerful this man will be, but, oh, in 30 turns' time, we will find out. Because when he hits 16 years old, he is going to be a man, and surely, logically, he will be the greatest Roman of all time, Mark II. Speaking of which, Julianus Vatinius, how are you doing, by the way? What are you up to? You don't really got any negative traits apart from Pole Farmer, which is fine. You're still a good, honest Roman. You're a vanquisher. You've become a consummate politician, which is marvellous. Killer from necessity, +1 to personal security, and 20% discount on agent training costs, because basically our assassins have murdered so many people. He's just not picking up any negative traits. He's just wonderful. Though now I think about it, Oppius Victor, have you got anyone in your kind of retinue that might be better off with actually, you know, Julianus Vatinius, who right now has only got the military tribune and the mercenary captain? Yeah, quartermaster's good. You hand that over to your faction leader, please. You can, however, keep the elderly spinster aunt. You have fun with her. Oh, massive Scipii armies are just hanging around here outside Thapsus. They're coming for that bridge, obviously, and interestingly, none of these guys seem to be bothering with the whole coming to attack Carthage thing. I mean, we're drawing in armies from the south, which is great, because that means we're just drawing them in onto this bridge over and over. Albeit this bridge, we can only hold this bridge for so long. And, oh, but we don't need to anymore. The epic stone wall is complete. In which case, I'd say it's probably fair that we actually get working on a flipping practice range. At some point, maybe we'll even be able to train archers here, blimey. Right. Keep chasing down these here troops. That should surely be, yep, that's one sink. Is that both sunk? Oh, 2 boats sunk. Nice. Right. Good stuff happening there. You were badly damaged. You just go and blockade Parma. You head north. deal with the Julii fleet. Now, these two magnificent men also need to come ashore here at Greece for a second, because this army is, it's pretty good, but is it really Julianus Vatinius good? When this army is waiting right here. Right, Julianus Vatinius, you come over here to join it with this force together with, oh yes, all those legionaries, that's the right thing to do. So you come and join this army, but the thing is, Julianus Vatinius, remember, was promoted out of a unit of Cretan archers. He is attached to these Cretans that he has travelled around with all this time. In fact, actually, one of these might actually be the unit he was promoted out of. I honestly can't remember. Oh, go on, his old favourite Rhodian slingers can come too. So now he's got the space open for his Cretan archers. He can pick them up next turn. So Julianus Vatinius, with his retrained Cretans, will be ready to go next turn. I just need to... Where's the nearest boat that can escort him? We'll send you back over here to pick him up. Now, it leaves Oppius Victor with an army that's okay, but again, could probably be improved. Hang on, you just step over here for a second. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. We've got a much better army for you there, a much more traditional army. You just go and join up with that army there. What could you do with? You could probably do with a little bit more. Okay, yeah, you've actually got some cavalry that can stay with you. And then after that, probably you just need one more auxilia would probably be good if there's another auxilia floating around. No, actually, there isn't. So instead, you can just have one more unit of... some modern, yeah, there's some modern infantry. You march this way. So, we've got ourselves two very, very good quality armies there. And indeed, some more reinforcements that can probably just follow after them. Ah, yes, and I forgot, we had the new kid in, didn't we? Tiberius Maecenas a while back. 26th Confident Commander. You know what? Cornelius Brutus is getting on a little bit. He can probably pass on all of his guys at this point, because he is indeed getting on a little bit. You could be potentially a decent commander in time, so we'll give you the commandery ones. Priest of Mars, sure, why not? And you should probably head south towards Greece. Yeah, you would just head south towards Greece as quickly as you can, please. And once you get down there, you can join up with some troops. And this, I think, is indeed the moment here. Yes, I think we should be good here. We just need to pull the injured guys out of your party. You, and you. You guys just step back. Reinforcements come in. You, and what did I just pull out? I pulled out, 2 infantry, 1 cavalry. So you guys go in. And now, you attack that guy. He's willing to stand and fight? Really? You are 100% sure that's what you want to do? I'm just surprised. Oh, it's the factionaire. The factionaire himself, Julianus Julius. Oh, it's like a cheap knockoff, but that wasn't even the name he was born with. Just after Julianus Vatinius became so popular, he probably just changed it. Right, what have you... Oh, doubtful courage. Wildly extravagant, dubious, glutton. Oh dear, this is the best that the Julii can come up with for their flipping factionaire. He's also just travelling with someone else, Cneius Lepis, who is pretty much bloody useless. And for their troops, it's garbage. It's just total flipping garbage, with the exception of the fact that they're going to be able to outrange me with the onagers. But after that, they've got nothing. I'm amazed you're willing to do this, but if you are, that's fine. Oh, this is better and better. Looks like we're going to have the high ground very, very comfortably indeed. They may have the long-range stuff, but our archers are going to have a massive range boost off this high ground. This is a nice part of the world. When you fight in kind of northern Italy or southern Gaul, it does look lovely, I can't deny. Right, we can draw ourselves up pretty narrow and deep here because they don't have much infantry at all. We will keep the auxilia in the rear in order to basically just deal with the generals wherever they decide to commit themselves. But hang on, if I just move these guys just a little bit further back, I would say we can just put our archers right up front. Screw it. If that actually can draw the general forward, all the better. Just release the war dogs whenever the opportunity presents itself, of course, and then just have all of this. Oh yeah, we have got a lot of excellent quality cavalry here, just ready to go here. We'll just kind of have it going off in this sort of direction. Is that your lot? Yep, that's everyone. Let's do this. This should be nice. Yeah, there they are. Right. Guys, charge forward as quick as you can, unless they have got the exact same idea. Oh, they're trying to do the same thing. Right, okay, no. Guys. Not that much, then. Just right here should be absolutely fine, okay? Just you, yeah, everyone run in that direction and then basically just start firing. The onagers are probably already... Oh, yeah. We're already pretty much in range here. Let's send... we're just going to send a couple of units of cavalry straight around the outskirts of the battle. You guys are in pretty good positions right now. These arrows should be doing very good work. Oh, yeah. That is going to do good work indeed, especially against the old troops. They're just going to be, oh, in so much trouble. In so much trouble. They'll probably use fire pots, because as a general rule, that's what the enemy will do if it has an option. That's just a Roman armoured general. That's fine. He's probably going to try and see if he can track me down. They're now retreating back down the hill, which is, I think they're just trying to react to my cavalry, which is a really bad idea, because if they do that, they're just going to be shot in the back from even higher up. Oh, yeah. The number of corpses already. Right. All I need to do is get over here. Just take out these onagers. 2 units of heavy cavalry. They've left themselves completely, stupidly wide open. So we'll just slam into them. We'll just have you actually go around the outside and just kind of hit them in the other side. They will... I don't know if they'll break immediately, but they'll come very close. If they don't, they're shaken. Let's just kind of hit them from another angle. They'll probably release their war dogs at me in a second. So we'll just hit them. More come in. Come on, break, you bastards. Onagers are weirdly... There we are. Broken. Now, with them broken... Why are the war dogs not released yet? That's really weird. Right. Let's just make sure this... They're not releasing the war dogs at me right now. You know what? Slam into these guys and from above, of course. So we've also got the uphill advantage. And... Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Excuse me. What's going... Ah! Because they released the dogs in... Oh, no. No, they didn't release the dogs in this direction. They just decided to charge up the hill at me with cavalry. You know what? Guys with spears, this is kind of your job. Gotta be honest, I feel like you dropped the ball there, not me. Okay, fine, I dropped the ball slightly. I was too busy working on this bloody siege equipment. I completely missed the rest of it. Well, the war dogs haven't been released, so that's fine. Have you guys been dealt with? Yeah. Dealt with. You know what? Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Just lead their general off on a merry dance. Archers can just be basically here. Oh, in come more flipping dogs. Oh, we're just taking a lot of damage here. Right, you guys, fall back. You, just get in there, chop down those dogs. Poor archers. You know what? We'll probably just merge together the casualties and we'll probably be fine when we're done. You guys are auxiliary and auxiliary. So you guys just draw yourselves up here. Fine. So now, yeah, now the legionaries are just going to cut down the dogs. They'll be able to do that pretty easily. And the general has completely abandoned his intention of ever... He's completely abandoned his intention of fighting this battle at all. He's realised it's a stupid idea. Those dogs were basically a rear action. Right, okay. In that case, all other cavalry, just get in there. This has gone catastrophically badly for these stupid losers. So those are just velites. You're just flipping Roman archers. You're going to break in a second. Especially as you've got multiple breaking units nearby to you. You're breaking, total collapse. Absolute total collapse. Apart from, weirdly, these guys. These velites are willing to fight against heavy cavalry. That is impressive. Nope, it's all given up. It's absolutely all given up. Marvellous. Right, finish these stupid losers off. Make sure they don't come back later and bother me. Yeah, messy fight, actually, because even though I won very convincingly, just as I took my eye off the ball on the cavalry charge, I actually lost myself. A very large... Release the dogs. Release the dogs on their dog handlers. Yes, perfect. Go, 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 go. That cheers me up no end. That cheers me up no... Wait, what the hell are you fighting? What are you fighting? Oh, I think there was just a dog over there. Fine, a couple of dogs went through. Yes, that's right. These are the puppies you trained. These are my puppies, you stupid bastards. And that should be the last of them, just being chopped down as a few escape. Job done.
And this day is clearly our victory!
It is, but we did take a few knocks to our archers, which is a little bit on the annoying side. But we should just be able to repair and replace. Right, they fall back. And we take up our position where we always wanted to be, right flipping here. There we are. We've got the bridge. Marvellous. Now, what needs replacing, if anything? We could do with bringing up some... Yeah, I just need to replace you. You might need replacing. I could do with just some extra auxiliary as well. That guy looked like he actually shrugged off most of his injuries pretty nicely. Couple of units of cavalry, but nothing major. this army is totally fight ready, especially against these scrappy armies that are coming up. Like, when tougher ones like this show up, like you see, everyone's called Julianus. It's just because Vatinius started to craze. When these big armies with actual leaders start showing up, then we might need some assistance. For now, we can just hold here with what we've got. Reinforcement forces, what have you actually got going on here? Actually, you know what, we probably could just mend with what we've got. Yeah, reinforcement forces, these are just kind of, you know, the spares. Take you out, send this guy over to here, merge him, he goes back in the army, and now he's back up to full strength. Now, we just need the same for... Yeah, we need some archers, actually. Send some cavalry over to the reinforcement forces. Yeah, we could do with 1 unit of archers. Ideally, good quality archers, but you know what? You'll do at a pinch. So we'll send that over there. So we can repair our archers with those archers in time, albeit that will slowly dilute their experience, which is a shame. You step out of here. You come over to... Actually, you know what? We've already got a damaged one right here. So you two... him back in the army, and the cavalry is now fixed up. Lovely. So we've now basically just got... Basically, this army is just the army of spare parts. These are the spare parts I keep sitting around in order to keep this army topped up. That's very cool indeed. And just as I planned now, these onagers, assuming you can make it to... Yeah, you can make it to there. So you to here, to besiege the city, to maintain the siege, to merge you into there, and now we have got ourselves... against a really, really small force. We've got a really weird army here. You know what? It'll flip and do. And of course, send the spy forward. I've actually just embed the spy within this army. If we just have a spy embedded within this army, we'll be able to see more precisely what's actually coming to get us. Though, actually no, I'll probably just forget it's there. Let's just send it... Oh, it can't get forward. Of course it can't. Let's just put it right here-ish. And then if the opportunity arises, I'll actually move it down here so I can actually spy what's going a little bit further ahead. But that'll just give me a much better view as to what's going on. Ah! Lugdunum has a very large number of legionary and new troops present. Fine. So, there might be big armies coming up yet. But we do have the advantage that it looks like the Julii are not giving up their old campaigns. One army's just hanging out up here looking to potentially just get a shot at the Britons. You know, if I could, I would love to not only have peace with the Britons, I would flipping love to actually flipping have an alliance with them, Britons and the Brutii, to clear out the bloody Julii. They would be welcome to, like, Alesia and some of these northern towns. I don't want them. I might want the towns up to, like, say, here. So if I kind of, you know, if we drew a line up to, say, Narbo Martius, I could have those. Britain could have these. And then over here, quite frankly, Spain can just kind of continue fighting until slowly it gains its territories back. Or, if I could make peace with the Julii, they could just become the new, more civilized Roman Spanish. That'd be fine. I'd be 100% cool with that. Ah, but movement down here. The Scipiones are potentially thinking about Siwa. Fine. In that case, what I need to do is I need to build up Siwa in a hurry. Peasants, 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 and more peasants. Siwa needs to get up to a minor city as quickly as possible, because I actually want proper walls here if I can. Marcellus Brutus makes his way to Pergamum. You, my good man, could be... Oh, yes, of course. And don't forget to pick up all of the good mercenaries. There's great mercenaries in that part of the world. You have... Yeah, a few useful bits and pieces. Julianus Scapula, or Julianus the Useless, as we sometimes call you. Yeah, you know what? If there is not a battlefield surgeon on you, I will pass that over, actually, because you are going to be doing the... Yeah, sure. Excellent. So you, step outside, hand him over, please, and there we are. That's nice. And you just get back in Pergamum, where you can horrendously mismanage our empire further. And next turn, he can hop in those boats, get straight over here, and pick up the next of the wonderful armies in this part of the world. But before we get to that, let's just wrap up the conquest of northern Italy. Segesta here is basically unguarded, and we know there's no general present, because if there is, he's always in the top left spot. So we know as a result there is not. Which will also free up a boat to actually go round. And, ah, yes, we may as well. Just head round here, and there we are. Marseille has been besieged. At this point... Trade going on in this part of the world? It's not great, is it? There's not much trade going on here at all. It is very, very tiny. But yep, stay focused. Segesta needs to go down. Let's just crack in here. This is 2 units of early legionaries. Oh dear. I think, guys, you are a little outnumbered. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to auto-resolve this one. There we go, nice and easy. Because of the defender's advantage, they get loads of kills. It is literally just killing two things. You have seen this before, and burn it to the ground, of course. Right, there we go, and retrain whatever got damaged. And this was just a basic temple. Well, I'd get rid of that. Low growth right here. Let's go for Juno. Let's get some proper flipping Brutii religion going on here. Very, very nice indeed. Right, get rid of all of that. And with that, the conquest of northern Italy is complete. 47 territories under our control at this point. The British look like, well, the British they might want to give it a go, to be honest. They might want to take a Quincum offers. Wouldn't recommend it. Finish off the Dacians, Britain, alright? That's where the easy conquest lies. Though, actually, are you even still... might even still be allied to them. Oh, yeah. You're still allied to the Dacians, so you're probably not going to attack them, sadly. But if the British want to have a go, that's fine. I will gladly take them to school as well. It does kind of amuse me, by the way, that I have kind of accidentally recreated pretty much the Eastern Roman Empire at its height. Kind of during the middle of the reclamation of Italy. You know, we've got kind of Greece. We've got a little bit further north than the Eastern Roman Empire ever really did, to be honest. But, you know, in terms of, like, roughly where the borders are, we have kind of, you know, accidentally recreated the Eastern Roman Empire, albeit we've expanded a little bit too far in this direction. But yeah, the Eastern Roman Empire, kind of, you know, this is like an alternate universe, really, really strong Eastern Roman Empire. That's really, really nice indeed. Right, that is enough for now, but next time, ladies and gentlemen, Julianus Vatinius, together with his beloved Cretan archers. In fact, when these guys have been upgraded, these will basically be, like, they will be up to missile attack 19. Double silver chevron Cretan archers. They will utterly tear everything apart. They are heading to Italy. And can you guess where Julianus Vatinius is heading? Because I think I know exactly where he is heading, that magnificent bastard. So that will come next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Killed a dolphin? Who in the name of God kills a dolphin? That man's part of the Renaissance Whig Social Club. Steal his stuff immediately. Out of the way of the ice cream truck of justice. Wait for this car to go over them, and... yes! Blimey heck! Oh, that's a train!